Hi, this is Pastor Bob. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. A lot of you have had questions about the Bible and which translation is the best one to use. That's what I want to talk about today. And you know, there are so many translations. You think there's a lot of denominations, there's a lot of translations. And it seems like just when we think we've had all of them, more and more and more come out. I'm not sure why we need so many. I think it's because everybody has a little different slant in how they think the Bible ought to be interpreted. There's a lot of them. So which one is the best one to use? Well, there are a lot of people with a lot of opinion on this one. You know, some people saying, well, this is the best one because it's a thought-for-thought translation instead of a word-for-word translation. Others argue with that. Some say, well, you got to go back to the Septuagint. Some say you have to go back to the original Hebrew. And it goes on and on and on, and the debate is still heated. But all I can do is tell you what I do. I have several that I enjoy. I've been using the NIV for a lot of years, and I see a couple problems with it. For the most part, I like it a lot. I also use the Amplified Bible when I'm studying. And, you know, when you translate from Greek or Hebrew, or the first 9 chapters of Daniel, which are in Aramaic, when you translate to English, you know, sometimes you really need more than just one word to describe something. And so that's what the Amplified Bible does. It takes how many ever words it needs to translate to the English, and it's very wordy, but it's fairly accurate. For instance, most of you know John 3:16. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life." In the Amplified Bible, and I'm hoping I get this correct, it says, "For God so loved and dearly prized the world that he gave his one and only unique Son, that whosoever trusts in him, relies on him, and clings to him, should not perish, come to destruction, to an end, but have eternal everlasting life." A lot more words, isn't it? But you see, it just described, first of all, what the word believe means. To trust in, to rely on, to cling to. So if you're digging in and you want to do some study, the Amplified is great. But you know what the best Bible translation is, honestly? The one you'll read. Seriously. If you have trouble understanding some of the translations, you know, one of the guys that helped to translate the NIV wrote a great paraphrase Bible called The Message. I love the way it reads. He's really captured the heart of the Scripture. And it's not one that you'd use to study with because it probably doesn't go into the original Hebrew and Greek maybe the way that you'd like him to, but it's one that is really easy reading. And I know a lot of people that actually quit reading the Bible and started reading again because of the Message. So here's my answer. A lot of different translations. The New American Standard is great. The NIV is great. Amplified is great for studying. We can go on and on and on. But the bottom line is, the one that you will read, the one that you'll actually open up, is the best one. So if you're wondering what that is, go into a Bible bookstore. Take a look at all the Bibles. Pick out a couple of your favorite verses. Read them in a lot of different translations and see which one hits you. And if you're not reading it for study, hard study, but you're reading it really to feed your heart, get the one that you're going to read. God bless you. Have a great day.